live, and we almost weren't. Let me get my mic over here. Yeah, we almost weren't live. Right before I was adjusting my camera right before, and the camera went dark. But fortunately, it's working. We can go over to YouTube since no one's in here right at the moment and see if my mic's working. It means you're going to hear an echo for just a second. You're going to hear an echo for just a second. Okay, that sounds all right. What a week. What a week. Kind of a depressing week. Life gets hard. So you go to your favorite football team. Hopefully they lift your spirits, and the Dolphins did not. They let me down again. They're letting everyone down. We're going to get into some football. Before we do, let me remind the vinyl community folks that might stumble into this video that I have Iron Maiden. I have an Iron Maiden Samantha Fish CD giveaway contest going on. Gotten 3 entries. Got a 4th guy talking to me about making an entry. Well, the rules are in a video. If you want to, you make a video, you get entered into the drawing. And like I said, there's only 3 right now. And you got till November 14th, I believe. It's a Sunday. And yeah. And I also wanted to thank everyone who does support this channel. My unboxing of Samantha Fish's Faster album, the brand new Faster album, is almost to 400 views. That's a lot for this channel, and I appreciate it. So here comes the part where I do everyone a favor, and I bring in the picks, and my face shrinks. Did not do very well this week. Lost 5 games. I know I've lost more, but that's usually when I pick more. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 8 wins, 5 losses. That's not a good week. So we're going to try to pick better this week. Let's look at some of these games that happened last week. Going to comment on those. Let's see. Cleveland beat Denver, which was a good win for them. I mean, anytime you've got your starting quarterback and both starting running backs, especially when they're as good as Hunt and Chubb, man, they did a heck of a job, and to get that win. So good on Cleveland. That's a big win for them. Green Bay beat Washington. They should have. Tennessee whooped Kansas City. Wow, don't the Titans look like the team to beat in the AFC? That's beating the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. What, 6 days apart? That's some pretty heady stuff. Now, don't count the Chiefs out. A lot of people probably wondering what's going on with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are a scary team that can get that turnaround in a hurry. And you don't want to be in their path when they get on a roll. Hey, Eric Weinbender. All right. Glad you could join us. Sorry about not getting this week. I was a little slow. I didn't even make the thumbnail till like 10:15 after 8. And I threw one together to go ahead and get the live stream going. Man, it's just been busy. All right, so let's see. Of course, Atlanta beat Miami in a very close game. Broke my heart. But, all right, so let's talk a little bit about this and the reaction to Tua Tagovailoa. Boy, I butchered that name that time. Usually I get it right. Tagovailoa. No, it's still not right. Tua. Let's talk about Tua for a minute. I've never seen someone so polarizing, I guess. So, just for some reason, this guy can't win with the fans. So we ask him to produce, he produces, but he's still trash in everybody's opinion. Oh, we need Desean Watson. We need Desean Watson. So that's okay, Eric. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, you can throw on a TV and listen to us both. That's fine with me. I wish I was there. We'd just watch it together. Hang out. Anyway, all right. And Aretha wants to hang out. But Aretha, you're blocking the screen. I can't see. I'm going to have to ask you to please scooch. Come on. Oh, no. Let's not knock anything out. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So that just happened. All right. Okay. So, awful Panthers game was on TV. Let's see if I can get this. One of these days, I'm going to coordinate this cursor and the screen. Awful Panthers game was on TV. Meanwhile, the Atlanta game was the fun one to watch. Yeah. Well, it wasn't on in this region. I had to watch it. I had to watch it on the Red Zone, NFL Red Zone. Fortunately, by the time we got to it, they were giving it pretty good amount of time on the Red Zone. But yeah, all right. So, what do you expect from Tua? He's come back from injury. Last week he had a 300-yard game with 2 touchdowns. This week he had 290 some yards, 291 maybe, and 4 touchdowns. Yeah, he threw a couple bad picks, but here's the thing. When we needed a touchdown to go ahead, he marched us down, and nobody's talking about this. Tua took us down the field and got us a touchdown. What else could he do? But he's trash. We need Desean Watson. Look, Desean Watson is at this point a better quarterback, but he's got 22 complaints and 10 criminal charges that he's facing. If he had no legal issues, I'd say, I'm not so married to Tua that I wouldn't say, hey, if you've got the ability, go ahead and make that trade. But Watson can't help us if he goes to jail. And Watson can't help us if we make the trade this year and the commissioner puts him on the exempt list. I don't know. I don't get it. And right now we've got Tua. He's put up over 600 yards the last 2 weeks, over six touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Gets no credit. It's not Tua's fault that the defense offered no resistance to the Falcons going right back down the field to get the field goal and a chip field goal. At least stop them and make them kick a 50-yarder, 40-yarder. No. They got a chip field goal and beat us. And there was no doubt in my mind when they set it up. They couldn't have set that field goal up any better. It was going to take someone blocking it to stop it. So, man, I'm getting kind of jumpy, aren't I? On the screen. Don't know what that's about. All right, so does that help? Oh, well, we just almost went black. So we're having technical issues. Okay, I guess I have to be clicked in to all right, so sorry about all the technical glitches. Let's get that cursor back over here. Let's look at some comments. I wouldn't touch Desean Watson. The charges are sketchy. I wouldn't either, especially not what they're asking for him, which at one point was 3 first-round picks. And was it 3 first rounds and 2 seconds or something like that? It was something outrageous, something that you would almost not expect to get for him, even if he had no charges. It's tempting because it's so hard to get a good franchise quarterback, get a good elite quarterback, but yeah, I just don't know what to think. I don't know that he'll get out of this trouble. But yeah, but nobody talks about what's going on with the defense. Can't stop anybody. Tua is not the issue really right now. This team is lost, and I can't tell you why. But Tua is not the problem that everybody is making him out to be. It's not like if we got a better quarterback than all our troubles, all of a sudden we're a Super Bowl contender. We're 1-6 and can't stop anybody. Outrageous trade without charges. Agreed. Can't rebuild without picks. Can't. No, you can't. And we shouldn't. So the thing is, though, we shouldn't be rebuilding. The rebuild should be over. We should be fine tuning. But I can't get over how bad this defense is playing with all the talent that we have. There are good players on this Dolphin team. Why are they not playing up to it? And so you have to then start questioning what is Flores doing? He seemed to have all the answers last year. I agree. And I think Waddle was a good addition. But now we do need to fix some other things. I think Will Fuller is a bust. I hate to say that. I'm not. It's not anything on him personally, but the guy can't stay on the field, and we already have a number one receiver that can't stay on the field in Devontae Parker. And I like Devontae Parker too, but we've got to get you on the field. Waddle, I like him as an addition. I wish they had kept Jakeem Grant because Grant, I don't like to see Waddle returning kicks. I don't want him to get hurt that way. Jakeem Grant was good for that. Yeah, we should have. I mean, our wide receiver core has got talent, but they're too fragile. All right, then we need to upgrade that offensive line. We need some offensive linemen that can really dominate because I think that as all of a sudden I blank on our starting Gaskin, Miles Gaskin, and Salvin Ahmed. I think they're both good, and I think they could be a good running tandem if we could just simply get some offensive linemen. And then, of course, we also need to keep the pressure off Tua. So, all right, I guess I've talked enough about the Dolphins' troubles. I'm not going to fix them tonight, that's for sure. We've got the Patriots just curb stomped the Jets. That was ugly. Wow, how bad are the Jets? Let's see. The Giants, of course, beat the Carolina Panthers. I haven't got a good grip on either one of those teams right now. I thought the Giants were absolute trash, but apparently they're not. Carolina, I thought was a little better than that, but they're not. Of course, I think McCaffrey being hurt probably doesn't help them. And how about the Cincinnati Bengals? I saw a graphic that said they would be the number one seed in the AFC right now if the playoffs were to start today. And that's a big win against the Ravens in Baltimore. I mean, that's huge. They didn't just barely beat the Ravens. They whooped them. What's the next game for the Dolphins? It's not good. It's the Buffalo Bills. We're going to get. That curb stomping that the Jets got. We may get part 2 from the Bills this week. They play the Jets. Yeah, like they stole from their mamas. They did. They laid them out. But that's Bill Belichick for you. He doesn't have mercy. There's no mercy rule in Bill Belichick's book. He will just beat you senseless if he can. With no running back, no Panthers. Yep. That's it appears to be what it looks like. Now, Miss Aretha, can you come over here? Get this girl. Aretha. She likes to get up there where I've got my other monitor. Okay, so Las Vegas, of course, beat Philadelphia. They're bouncing back. I guess the shock of Gruden. Aretha. I guess the shock of Gruden being gone as they're kind of getting over that. Arizona, woo man, they are. I am, the Thursday night games have not been huge, but this Thursday night, Cardinals, Packers, man, that's going to be a game. Let's see here. Man, this cursor. Come on now. Here we go. Best Cincy look since the Palmer days. I agree. Yeah, they look good this year. Tampa Bay, or of course Tampa Bay beat Chicago. That's not a surprise. Indianapolis, I know they're a decent team, but I didn't think they had enough to. I mean, they're playing better than I thought they would. Of course, New Orleans beat Seattle. How much of that is Russell Wilson being out? Hard to say. Who scored the most points this week? Arizona is who I had, and they put up 31, but of course nobody tops the Patriots. What 54? Fewest points I had the Jets. Rita, come on now. Come on, move over here, please. Thank you. Let's see. Jets had 13. It looks like Chicago was the lowest with 3, and also Kansas City with 3. I would never have guessed Kansas City to have 3 points. So let's look at this week's game, and let's kick it off with this. Green Bay at Arizona. Wow. Okay. If the coordinators can share and balance the duties of head coach, the Raiders have a good squad. Yeah, they do. And people better not sleep on them just because Gruden's gone. They got some real talent on that team. Not likely a Super Bowl season, but they might be good enough to ruin someone's season. Absolutely. Yeah, looking at the AFC, there's a number of teams that could do something. I think Tennessee and Buffalo are the two that probably stick out the most to me right now as being the best in the AFC. And right now the Titans have stuck it to the two best, and the Bills and the Chiefs. I still got to see a little more out of Cincinnati. Okay, so Green Bay at Arizona. Don't hate me. I kind of think Arizona makes a statement game here. Maybe they wake some people up to who they are. Kyler Murray, to me, is got to be a contender for MVP. And you just made a really good point here. This is big news. Adams needs to clear COVID protocol. Huge loss on a short week. Absolutely. He Rodgers really wants him to play, I'm sure, and we'll see how that pans out. I'm scared to death for the Packers that it'll go the other way, and And, I'm not trying to wish that. I'm not wishing it. I want this to be a great game. And, I like the Pack plenty. And I want this to be a good game. But I'm just scared with that. With this, it could potentially. Well, I guess it could go either way. I haven't heard the over and under. As we look here, we see that wow, 74% of the people are picking Arizona over Green Bay. Maybe the public's woke up to the Cardinals, but I don't know. Here's where I'm at with it. I'm putting one confidence point on it. I am going with the Cardinals, but I'm only putting one confidence point on it. And that's not a slam against the Cardinals. It's just the Pack's that good. And I think this could potentially be the championship game. Now we got Carolina at Atlanta. I guess we got to go with Atlanta. I mean, their offense definitely is playing well. They did well in Miami. I don't know that I think they're that much better, but they're better than Carolina right now. Carolina is struggling. Then we got Miami at Buffalo. I'd love to make the homer pick, but I have to go with Buffalo. I have to be real about it. Buffalo is arguably one of the top teams in the AFC. Miami is one of the worst teams in the NFL. They're playing that way. Miami has talent, but it's not. They're not playing there. And the first time we played Buffalo in Miami, they curb stomped us. Yeah, and I agree, Eric. I agree. In fact, I hate to do this. This is my team. The Dolphins are my team. But I can't see any way they win this game. Not playing the way that, if I'm being objective, not playing the way they've been playing, there's no way they win this game. And that sucks to feel that way. But I don't see, we might, what I see is us maybe hanging around for a couple quarters. I think Tua might make some plays, but I don't see the defense. The defense hasn't stopped anybody yet. There's no reason to think they're going to stop anybody now. And I'm just mystified by the whole thing because I look at our defense and I think we've got all kinds of good players. We have arguably the best cornerbacks, 1, 2, 3, in Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, and Javon Holland. But we can't stop the pass. All right, so now we got the 49ers at Chicago. I actually like the Bears here, I think. Let me look at something here real quick. This is where I try to pull up. I just need to refresh my mind on the standings. right off the bat. Let's see here. National Football Conference. So we've got the San Francisco 49ers are 2-4, close to the bottom of their division. The Bears are 3-4. Yeah, not a lot of confidence here either. I'll put 2 on it. But Chicago's got a good defense, and coin flip with the Bears game. Absolutely. Then we've got Pittsburgh at Cleveland. I have not heard about Mayfield. I've not heard about Kareem Hunt, but I think I did hear Garoppolo's coming back. I still don't know that really changes much for me. I think I'll still stick with Chicago. So let me quickly do a Google on the Cleveland Browns. I have not heard about Kareem Hunt. I've not heard about Baker Mayfield, but I did read, it looks like Nick Chubb will be back, and that's good news. Mayfield still hopes to face the Steelers Sunday and definitely has a chance. So I don't think Kareem Hunt will be playing, but Nick Chubb might. And if Mayfield plays, that's all good news for the Browns. And I just, Steelers just aren't. They just look like they've seen their better days pass them by. I just think it might be time for Big Ben, to ride off into the sunset. They're 3-3. Browns are only 4-3, but I still think they're the better team. And I think injuries have a little bit to do. How's Big Ben's health? I've not heard specifically. I just know I did hear a analyst say that he just is not mobile. He's just not moving much at all. They're not saying anything. I don't think he's hurt, but he's just not. He's just not playing that well. Yeah. So I like Cleveland here. Well, I'll come back on the confidence points, but I probably won't give them much. We've got Philadelphia at Detroit. That's not a slam dunk pick, even though the Lions are they're still winless, aren't they? They are. They're 0-7, but they're a scrappy little 0-7. In fact, you can kind of see it in the way the fans are picking. It's not that far apart, 54 and 46. That's a pretty close percentage point. I'm gonna say Detroit might get their first win. Two championships and 3 Super Bowl appearances. Heck of a career for Big Ben. Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. He's had a good career. He's had a lot of help, but it's he got the job done. Um, let's see, Tennessee at Indianapolis. Yeah, after the way the Titans have been playing, I'm not picking against them. Absolutely not. Derrick Henry's just crushing people. Cincinnati at the Jets. Come on now. Jets are stinking it up. Bengals are playing out lights out. Going with the Bengals there. In fact, let me just go ahead. I'm going to put 14 on the Bengals. I'll put 13 on the Titans. Titans playing a tougher opponent, but they're playing that good. Then you got the Rams against the Houston Texans. Yeah, they're Rams are gonna light them up. In fact, let's put the 12 there. And then we got the Chargers and the Patriots. Patriots not going to get away with running the score up this week. Um, Chargers a lot better than that. But this is a good game. This will be a good matchup. I still like the Chargers. Uh, Brett and Aaron did that over two careers. Yeah, you guys have gotten. I mean, that's rare. It's so rare when you get two Hall of Famers like that back to back. We almost did it. There was like a 2 year gap between Greasy and Marino. And then, of course, I think one of the most famous back to back Hall of Famers at quarterback. Then you got Montana and Young. And then now you guys with Favre and Rogers. Rams, period. Yeah, I agree. I agree. How about the Cardinals got the Texans last year? Think J.J. Watt and DeAndre Hopkins enjoyed that. Montana and Young. Is that what I said? Or did I screw that up? Because I'm tired tonight. Montana and Young. Yeah, that was a heck of a handing off, passing of the torch. And let's see here. Jacksonville at Seattle. What do we know about Russell Wilson? I don't think he's due back for another week or two. We'll look at Google. I'm not seeing any talk about him being back. I don't think he's all the way through the 3 weeks. Ah, yeah. um, so that's this Jacksonville Seattle might be a little bit more. I'll still go with Seattle. I'm not going to put much on it. I got a 3 there. Let's do that. Washington at Denver. I think Washington gets a win here. Everybody's thinking Denver. I was just thinking Washington because Denver just doesn't have that much offense. Because when you look at Denver, the Broncos have scored 140 points. That's not terrible compared to some of the other teams. It's last in their division, but it's better than the Dolphins, much better than the Jets. The Jets have only scored 80 points. Of course, they've only played 6 games. They've had a bye already, but still, only 80 points. Texans only have 97. Washington's given up 210. That's crazy. And they're supposed to have an excellent defense. The Redskins, or I'm sorry, the football team, they're supposed to have. I really believed in their defense too, with Montez Sweat and Chase Young. I'd love to have either one of those guys on our team, but man, they're just not getting it done. Seattle can't get out of their own way. Yeah, sometimes they mystify me. DC, Denver is a curious one. Not much confidence. I don't have much confidence in this thing. I am going to go. Which way am I going to go? You know what? I'm going to go with Denver because the more I think about it, the more Washington has struggled without having a quarterback. Every time I look at him, I keep thinking Heineke's not the answer, and Fitzmagic's not coming back till maybe week 10. So let's put 4 on it. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Brady's hot. New Orleans is playing decent, but I just don't know that they're ready for Tampa Bay. And I feel pretty confident in that. I'll put 11 on that. Dallas over Minnesota. I'm not a full blown believer in the Cowboys yet, but they aren't playing bad ball. They are 5-1. 5-1. They've got control of that division, and so we're going to go with the Cowboys on that. Monday Night Football, man, Kansas City needs this matchup. They're going to take care of business. I'll even put 10 on it. I'll put 9 on Dallas. Let's finish up these. Who do I like? I like Cleveland here. Pretty good. I'll put 8 on them. As I look at the rest of the games, this one doesn't give me much confidence either way. Atlanta, we'll give them a 6 and give the Chargers the 7. I like them over New England. Kansas City, I think they get going again. We'll put 31 points on them. The Giants, there we go. It's 24 to let's do 14. Most points this week. Me and my crazy cursor. Let's see. Washington got a little down on themselves when Fitzmagic got hurt. Need more O-line. Yeah, I would agree. And if the Saints play D like they did in the fourth quarter, scary, but I'd lean Tampa. Yeah. I mean, as much as I hate to say anything positive about Tom Brady, I mean, the guy's seen it all. It's hard to get him to mess up. Let's see. The highest scoring team this week would it be Kansas City at New York? I mean, I don't know if I want to go with them or not. Looking at a good. I've already slammed the Dolphins enough. I can't put Buffalo there, though. You know what? I have to put Buffalo here. That hurts. I can't. That hurts. But what else? When I look at it, Dolphins haven't stopped nothing. I would put Washington in that place, but they're playing Denver, and I think Buffalo has a much more potent offense than Denver. Who will score the fewest this week? Now, I'm not going to put the Dolphins in there. I think they'll score some. I think go with the Jets. And that's this week. I'll take just a brief look at the fantasy teams. I won both games. There's some confetti. Barely beat. And maybe you will appreciate this, Eric, but I believe that's Rob's team. Black Star Vinylers. I squeaked that out, but I got the win. I'm now in the first position at 5-2, and look here, who's running neck and neck with me? 5-2. It's Rob. This is the regular league, the one where I actually have a bench. I put, two is in right at the moment because Russell Wilson's hurt. And I think I like Tua a little bit better than Joe Burrow as far as a points production type. I don't know. Actually, Tua and Burrow are pretty close as far as that's concerned. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle at the wide receiver spots. I have to look at the buys because I put Tyler Lockett on the bench. Of course, he's not helped by the whole Russell Wilson being hurt thing either. Aaron Jones and Cordell Patterson at the running back spots. And Patterson actually did really well for me. And of course, Aaron Jones playing good ball. Maybe need to find a spot for DeAndre Swift. I took him out, thought he was banged up, and then he went ahead and played and had a pretty good game this week. What did he score? 24. Yeah, I was worried he wouldn't play. He scored 24 points. So, geez, yeah. So I'll look at that. I'll try to. I may pull Cordell since Cordell Patterson's got this wide receiver running back dual designation. I may pull him, put DeAndre Swift in his place at running back, and maybe look at trying to put Patterson in a wide receiver spot. That's a possibility. I think everything else is going to remain pretty much unchanged there. Let's take a brief look at the keeper league, which I have to tell you, this team surprises me to no end. They won again. This is a 6-1 team, and I have no bench. I keep thinking as these bye weeks pick up, I'm about to get whooped. But I've always got a chance, I guess, since Kyler Murray is balling out and he is my quarterback, of course, Evans always getting good throws from Tom Brady. Stephon Diggs, number one receiver in Buffalo, another good offense. DeAndre Swift, man, playing good ball. So I can put him in for Kareem Hunt, who's banged up. Nick Chubb is back. There's nothing I can do about this tight end situation. I looked at all the positions. There just isn't anybody good to pick up. So I got Hunter Henry in at tight end, and because who's my other tight end? Dude's okay, Dewan Johnson. Yeah, there's nobody to pick up. So Jalen Waddle at the kind of flex position, and I'm pleased with Jalen. He is such a good young talent. You know, not big numbers every week, but he's consistently good. Then of course Matt Gay, the Rams kicker. You know the Rams are going to put up points. Arizona's defense is playing well. It's just when I hit these buys, I'm gonna struggle mightily. I got a feeling. But if I weather the storm, I never thought I'd get the 6-1 in the first place. Okay, so back to the comments. I think there's a new one down here. Come on, cursor. Matty Ice might run it up on Carolina. They're going to want to use last week's win to parlay that into a statement game. Yeah, and if that's why I kind of picked Carolina over Atlanta. I did, didn't I? I hope I did. Because I really think, I picked Atlanta. Because I just think that Carolina just looks a little lost right now, especially offensively. I totally agree. All right, Eric, I think I'm going to let you get to your baseball game. So glad you joined me tonight. This always is fun having you in the house when I do it. And hope you're here next week. Still planning on doing the 9 o'clock. And for anybody else watching this, kind of as a later, because obviously we're the only two here. Thank you for watching. I think these live streams are only doing about 10 views, 10 to 12 views, but they're fun. I'm going to keep doing them. Hopefully one day we'll get a few more folks in here. And, but yeah, I appreciate everyone that watches the stuff on this channel. So I'm going to get off here and mess with, yeah, the live stream's over. So Aretha is deciding now is a good time to take a nap. So anyway, until next week, everybody have a good week and peace.